Live. Okay. All right. Brett Gurney coming at you. BrettGurney.com. And today I'm going to do one of my blog post supporting videos. And I do this occasionally for several different reasons. One of them is simply because it helps me, gets me in front of the camera. I'm able to go back over some blog posts that I've written, refresh my memory on those, and if anybody else happens to see this video and gets something out of it, then that's cool too. So today's blog post is titled "Increase Productivity, Prioritizing Daily Tasks Will Increase Your Productivity Big Time." And this is the kind of stuff that you probably hear a lot and probably too much of. And I'm not one that tries to train on this stuff a lot, and I'll kind of go through that, the reason why that is now, a little bit, but I'll just continue here for a second. The first question is, do you find yourself working your tail off with little accomplishment at the end of the day? Yeah, we all do that, sure, unless we're robots. Okay, would more productivity boost your bottom line? Of course. Okay, so this next section I do want to hit on a little bit, because some tasks are easier than others, and we're human beings, so we tend to take the easy way if we can. But the problem is that the stuff that we should be doing, which is the income producing activities, are usually the harder ones. Harder because we might not know how to do it. We've got to study and figure out how to do it. It might be something that's new for us, something that we're not sure about, something that's not just something that we can do without thinking about. Okay, but that's the kind of stuff that we as network marketers should be and need to be doing. So we've got to learn to do those more difficult tasks, okay, first, as opposed to the easy stuff. Okay, let me get back on here. Trying to break those habits. And when I do buckle down and put these simple things in place, it really does make a world of difference. One thing I have learned for sure, doing a lot doesn't necessarily mean getting a lot done. Who can relate to that? Yes, that's why we've got to stay productive. We've got to stop doing things that are not helping us move forward in our business if that's our goal. Okay. Speaking of goals, the next thing here talks about goals, and this is another thing that you get beat over the head with online, and everybody's probably sick of it, sick of hearing about, your goals. Write down your goals. Well, that's a good thing if somebody just feels that they need to do that, if they get distracted easily. But some of us don't need to do that simply because it's already ingrained in our brain, our goal. We have that vision. We have that dream. We know what it is that we want to do. We don't have to write it down. We sleep. We're thinking about it when we go to sleep, and we're thinking about it when we wake up. Can you relate to that? If you can, you're like me. So I don't have to write down goals. They're in my brain. That's like my notebook, my computer, or whatever. And it's there. Okay. I don't have to do much to bring it out because it's there. But if you're somebody, like I say, who has a lot going on, or you get distracted easier, then yes, write down your goals. You hear a lot of this stuff about dream boards and all this. Ah, just figure out, this is what I think is the most important thing. Just figure out what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it as far as marketing goes. What kind of marketing do you want to do? And then go about doing it by gaining the training, gathering up the training and the material that you need to learn. And we all know that all of the training is online with Google. I mean, it's all there. Or you can ask somebody that if they can recommend any kind of training or anything like that. But just figure out what it is that you want to do, and then just go to work at that, and just block everything else out, and go to work at that until you get that going. Okay. Plan before you go to sleep at night. I talked about that. Some very organized people even log a SOD, start of day, the night before. Yeah, if you need to do that, do it. I don't need to do that. Okay. I already know what I need to do when I wake up in the morning. The thing with me is I do this all the time. This is what I do. Okay. And I know what it is that I need to do because I think about it and it's there. Now it says here I do a EOD, which is end of day, so I can gauge and measure my productivity for the day and adjust if I find myself getting off track. That's something that I used to do. I was taking a coaching program. This was a couple years ago that I wrote this post. Um, and I was following the program and stuff like that. And again, eh, I've developed a little bit since then to the point where I'm more structured now, and I have a game plan. It's in my brain. Okay, I know what it is that I need to do. I don't have to write this stuff down anymore. I'm learning to get the tough stuff out of the way first. I talked about that. You know, if you have tasks that are more difficult, we all want to do the easy stuff. Well, do the tough stuff first. Get it out of the way. If you do that, you'll feel accomplished, you'll feel productive, you feel like you did a good job, you'll feel rewarded, pat yourself on the back, get it done with, get it over with, and then after that, then go do the stuff that you find is easier. And that way it'll be done. If you do it the other way around, a lot of times you'll never get around to it. You'll get caught up in the day. Uh, Eliminate the distractions. Facebook and social media is great for marketing if that's what you're doing, and if you're when you're on there, you're creating the right relationships and contacts and leads. If it's helping your business, but if it's fun and games and you're getting caught up in that, you might want to force yourself to just completely eliminate that stuff for a while. Okay. Luckily for me, I spend a lot of time on Facebook, but I'm cranking out the material now, constantly putting out content. Okay, whether it's doing what I'm doing right now, whether it's writing a blog post, whether it's um, cutting a different kind of a video, editing a video, working with my team in one of my groups, or talking to some prospects about my business, whatever it is. And so I'm doing enough of that constantly that I'm not finding myself getting caught up in the stuff that used to take me away from those things. Okay, so I'm lucky in that sense. I'm still getting my online experience and I'm still getting my social media and Facebook fix, but I'm getting it while I'm working because I've been able to learn to be able to do that. Okay, but if you're not to that point yet, then just cut out the scanning Facebook, watching videos, chit chatting with people. Now, there is a form of Facebook marketing where that's important, okay, to talk to people and to comment and like and stuff like that. If you're doing it with the right people, that's another training, okay? So eliminate the distractions. Whatever you got to do, eliminate the distractions. Schedule your breaks, and work until your break. Oftentimes, you will finish your break you will finish tasks and stay focused longer, knowing your break will be coming soon. Yeah, sure. If that's something that you find, is part of what will keep you on task, whatever it is that you got to do to stay on tasks, that is something that you need to start doing. And last but not least, and it says, and maybe most importantly, find yourself a trainer, coach, mentor who knows the business and who has a proven track record of success, and work with them. And it goes on. Anyway, yeah, I did that for a while. I had a special program, but now, and that's a good thing to do. I mean, everybody should have. The bottom line is that find people that are doing what you want to do, that appear to be good at it, that are successful, and do what they do and follow them. Okay. But now I don't find myself with any one particular mentor. I have a lot of people, and I've found people that are good at different things. So I go to their training or their material or whatever for those particular things, and then I might go to another person on another subject, somebody that I know happens to be good at that particular thing. So I have different people and different places and different resources that I know where to go to online. Most of the training that I need to do is just online, okay, and I can just go get it. In fact, I have a big pile of stuff that I've saved in folders now already that I'm working through, okay, and that is my training, that is my mentorship. That is, and I think that that is a big part of developing yourself online is is to learn something new every day, to not just learn it, not just read it, but do it. This is the biggest part of my development is finding something that I want to get better at or that I want to learn, that I want to do, find the material, do this reading, do the studying, and then doing it instead of putting it down and thinking I can go back to that. No, I've got to read it, do it. Step one, read it, do it. Step two, read it, do it. Step three, until that project is to a point where I know that I've done it. That's how I learn. That's how I teach myself. Okay. Everybody will have different, and if you just get going, you will develop a method for you, for yourself. Anyway, I don't want to get rambling too much here, so I'm gonna cut this off, and I want to thank everybody for watching the video. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.